Michael, now you are a host. Can you please make sure that you will be able to make me a co-host? Thank you.
I can do that, sure. There you are.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Hello, Laura.
Hello, Michael. Welcome back.
That's great. Thank you. I like being welcome back.
I'm hoping this will be a period of enlightenment.
What do you mean by that? What will enlighten you?
Anything new that you can teach me about Zoom.
But you know quite a lot about Zoom, don't you?
That's why I said it's your period of enlightenment. Something above and beyond.
I'll find something. I'll find something.
I'm sure you will. You always do.
Thank you. So who else have we got? Hello, Jackie.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And I hope your anticipations are more reasonable than Laura's.
No, Jackie, tell him no.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can't fall into that till I know what's going on.
Jackie?
I might fall into a trap.
Jackie?
Huh?
We want him to teach us something above and beyond what we already know.
Well, I gotta get back on the bottom level. I don't know a lot. I gotta get to that point myself. But I'm still trying to get this. I'm doing better, but I'm still trying to get some more this under my belt.
Good.
So welcome, Joy. Joy, welcome. Yes, your camera's perfect. Okay, your camera's perfect. Joy, what brings you here?
There we go. Is that better?
Joy, why have you joined this class?
I'm just moving you around.
I've been in a lot of classes with Miss Laura, though.
Sorry, I missed that, Jackie.
I said, I've been in a lot of classes with Laura.
Okay.
Different classes. I've seen her.
Yeah, yeah.
Jackie, I'm with you, girlfriend. I'm just a class junkie now. My friends
Yeah,
say,
I
what
am
are you
too,
doing?
really.
I'm taking all the classes I can.
I am too. I'm addicted.
I know. And what's not the best? The second best is it's free.
Yes.
The
Yes.
second best.
What's
Yes.
the best? Come on, tell us what the best is.
You like that word, free.
Are we going to have a big class tonight, Michael?
No, we're not. I think there were 9 people booked. So, Joy, yes, hello.
Hello.
Hey, nice to have you here. Why are you here, Joy?
Thank
What
you.
do you want to get out of this class?
Well, I've been running classes called Jolts of Joy, 40 of them, and my tech assistant, said she could no longer help me. So now, I really need help in knowing the controls. I have we have to use a free version of Zoom, and I have very specific questions like, how can I get a participant list? I'm not sure if I can do it on a free account. Copy a list. Also, because I only have 20 minutes, I do these classes are only 20 minutes every Saturday morning. I do Jolt of Joy, for dealing with the madness of not only COVID, but really the whole, how to choose joy, how to deal with the overwhelm. But the problem is that I have to make the virtual person, the techie, the host. And how do they keep me from being muted? How do they mute everybody else and keep me? I need help with the control because I have to teach someone the controls, which I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of specific questions around the controls. And whiteboard, share screen.
Okay. Excellent. Well,
That share screen's what I want, Michael.
okay.
Share screen.
All right. I will do that in more detail. I do touch on it, but I think
I need all the help I can get.
well, I hope I can give it, but I'll focus quite a lot on the shared screen then, and we move forward with that. And Joy, you can also make people co-hosts. If you're hosting a meeting, and I've got a co-host now. Let me introduce you to him. It's James from Get
Now, is
Set.
it better to make them a co-host or make them the host?
Co-host.
Co-host.
Joyce, it's only if they know what they're doing. Don't make them a host if they don't know what they're doing.
No, well, they have to learn. I mean, these are the problems.
What you do
And
is
it's
you
the
say, I'll
blind.
make you a co-host if you know what you're doing. That's important to ask that.
Right,
Yeah.
but right now it's the blind leading the blind, so.
Yeah, if you make them a co-host, you just have that edge over them if they start messing up or interfering. So you make them a co-host, and then you still are the host.
No, Michael, I
Hmm?
challenge that statement.
Yes.
If you're not paying for, if it's the freebie, when you
Okay.
make them a co-host, I have not figured out how you can grab it back from them. They have to give it to you. So let's
That-
check with
that
our
is the case with-
techie. Let's
Okay,
check
well-
with our techie and find out. That's
No,
why I
no,
say,
no, well, let me
don't
just
give them
have a
the
look.
co-host unless they know what they're doing.
I've challenged you. I've just gone to James, the co-host. I put my cursor over him on more, and the drop-down menu says remove co-host permission.
Okay, now my question is, are you on a paid website or a no paid Zoom website?
Paid, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm
So
dealing with
ask
I'm
your
dealing with the
techie-
free one
ask your
also.
techie If it's a no pay, if you can reclaim it yourself, or if they have to give it up.
Okay, that's a good one. James, maybe you know the answer to that one? Would you like to find out the answer to that one? James, did you hear the question or not?
Well, I do apologize. Didn't hear the question. Actually, I was taking the attendance over here and filling the live streaming.
That's fine.
So can you repeat it?
All right. We're talking about on a free version of Zoom. If we make
Okay.
somebody a co-host, can we take it back from them?
Or do
On the-
they have to give it up?
Or do they have to give it up?
Well, you just make me a host and then I made you a co-host
We on
and
paper. We on
and
the See,
Yeah,
I-
the concern is on the free version.
on the free
Because I have
version.
the same concerns.
So,
We'll give them time to think it out, to work it
Yeah.
out.
you think it out or speak to somebody, or quickly go off on your other advice and do it on the free version. But that's okay. We'll meet your challenge. We'll get the answer.
So, and on the free version, I want to know, how do I get a copy of, the participants, and on the free version, a copy of the participant list and also a copy of the chat?
Okay. You just click on participants when you are the
Well, I
host.
know, but I'm saying I want to be able to, because I have now 40 classes that I've done. I'm trying to keep track of who comes and who doesn't so I can follow up. And so I'm trying to capture it, whether I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
And so far we're doing it manually, somebody's just looking at the screen and writing it down, but there must be a way of copying in the free version of copying the list of participants.
Joyce,
what-
couldn't you just take a screen picture?
Yeah, take a screen picture.
Okay. I'm not sure how to do that, but yeah,
Okay.
What are you working on?
I'm working on my laptop.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm on an iPad, so I can't help you.
Yeah, now what you would do is you would press down the Windows icon, and then at the top you would have print screen. So you put down the Windows icon, print screen, and that prints the screen, and it saves it in your documents.
Say that again, please.
Okay, on your board that you have, hold down the Windows key, those 4 little windows that are together on the key, on the keyboard.
Oh, on my Windows keyboard, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you hold that down, and then you'll see mine is next to right on the top row, but it'll vary. It says print screen.
Okay, just a minute, I'll look and see. No,
All right. What I suggest what we do, James, won't you help Joy and get to finality with
maybe
us?
afterwards.
Yeah, and maybe he
Thank you.
could just find out, and then he will contact you through the chat page privately, and find out how to print the screen.
Thank
James,
you so much. In the free version, because I'm with the,
that doesn't matter. The print screen is it's got nothing to do with Zoom.
okay, oh, yeah, right, okay.
So it's a Windows thing. And
Okay, good,
Michael-
thank you very much.
The
Michael?
participant will be getting the notes after the class, so they don't need to worry about the chat over there. If they
Yeah,
are not
no,
able to download,
what she's asking for is how does she print a screen? And she
Get
needs
the
that-
information of somebody in one of her Zoom classes.
Yeah,
I need the list of participants for each class,
of her classes, not our
and
classes.
as well as the chat, as well as the chats,
Yeah, yeah.
in the
Okay.
free version, yeah.
I will let you know about it. Or in a free
Thank you.
version, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, I
Yeah.
have a special request. In the
Mhm.
last meeting that I was in, we got a shot of our Get Set Up co-host. Can we do that with James?
Okay, you'll have to ask him that first.
James? Are you up for it?
Sorry.
Are you up
Actually, I
for
was
it?
okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
We can hear you, James, but we can't see you.
They want to see you. They've never want to have a shot of a TA. Okay.
Well, we are not. I don't have any camera with me, but you
Okay.
can chat with me.
All
Show
right.
is this.
He doesn't have a camera, so that's fine. He's not required to have a camera as a TA.
Oh, well,
Really?
at the last session I was in, we decided we're going to make a special request to Get Set Up that the TA is part of the community and we
Okay.
want to see him. So
Okay.
I'm just telling you, Michael, ahead of time that this movement is starting. Do you hear that, ladies? We want to see our TA. And when they say, what can we do to improve it? Make the TA part of our community.
Okay. That's
Okay, I
a
said my
request,
speech.
and so
Done.
James, will you take that request forward to get set up? Okay. On behalf of
Sure.
this class, but with the heading of Laura.
I will.
Okay. All right. Let's get started, and I'm going to start by sharing my screen. Now, what we do in this class, we actually share ourselves. I share Zoom in Zoom because we're working with Zoom. You know, it's fine to work with slides. You can have slides in it, but when you, and in this class, you work Zoom inside Zoom. So you see what I'm doing because I'm showing my Zoom. And remember, this is a paid for version. So, and I will give you some indications of where to look as well as we move forward. So now what I do, I've already shared. So we're still seeing the same screen. But when I click on my desktop, now I've got certain things open on my desktop. And so the first one are the slides where I need to introduce myself. It's part of the etiquette of Get Setter. So I certainly know that those we've been speaking to know who I am, but others maybe not. My name is Michael Plumstead. I live in Perth in Western Australia, and it's about 14 minutes past 11 a.m. in the morning, and I think you are probably ready to go to bed in the evening. So I'm an author, researcher, blogger, trainer, and a mentor for business owners as well. I enjoy gardening, I enjoy microgreens, I enjoy being a guide for Get Setter. So I'm going to show you the agenda, then we're going to move off the slides. We're going to be covering the things you see on the agenda now, and you probably saw this when you booked into your class as well. And so you've got an idea of what is coming up, but I'm going to emphasize a little bit more on the sharing as I promised. We'll move forward from that, and we'll add anything extra that you have for questions. Let's try and answer them. And if we can't, depending that they're directly at Zoom, then I'll find some answers for you as well.
It seems as if most of these things are geared for the paid session, the paid version rather than the free version. I see Breakout Rooms and
yeah, I'm going to let's just look at that now. You see, if you go to the zoom.us, you will see you can choose your plan, as you can see on the screen now. And please, at any stage during this class, if I can say you can see on the screen now and you cannot see, please tell me, because
no, it's too small for me to read. So whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's the device you're looking at on, unfortunately. You're not looking on a laptop, are you? You mentioned laptop earlier. But anyway, if you go to zoom.us, you will then get a pricing option. Have a look at what you get under the free version, what you get under $149 a year version, $199 version for a year license, and then a $300. So you'll be able to get into detail, more detail than you can see on the screen now, for those that can see the screen. And you can now go in there and have a look what you're missing out. Now, the only thing in this particular class that you're going to be seeing that is not on the free version, and that is polling. But everything else is on the free version that you're going to be seeing. I won't labor the polling. I want to show you it because it might be, depending on what classes you're holding on Zoom, it might just be the missing link. And you can then look under the pricing versions and see where it fits in for you. And so just be aware of that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to minimize that, and you now should have come back to seeing everybody's faces. And, what I'm going to, you should also see at the bottom of my screen down here, the host's Zoom tools. Can you see these tools down the bottom here?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So that's fine. I've you know, if you're looking on a much smaller screen, and there are lots of different devices with different size screens, you may find that a lot of the things that are listed now, because I'm using a desktop, will be under the last right-hand side where it says more. The functions will be there on mine. I'm talking about if you may not see all the functions if, for example, the breakout rooms. If you don't see breakout rooms, it means you haven't clicked the icon in the cloud to say, even though it's a free version, you need to still give permission to the free version. And
is that in the settings? Where do you find that to get permission to do that?
Yeah, you would go to your account in zoom.us and then log in on that, and then go to settings.
Could you show us that?
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Laura, you're good. Yeah.
You won't be.
You
mean-
know, you gotta make them work. You want to see them sweat.
Steps for little feet.
Okay, so if you went to your Zoom US, okay, you would then log in and you would go to, let's just get back up here, okay. You'll find that if you click on now, I don't want to go out now because that's going to yeah. Sure. I'm going to mess up the other slides I want to show you later in the class if I start going off now.
Okay, no, we'll let you do it, Michael, your way. Just bring us
All right.
back to what we asked.
I will come back to it, but I just don't want to get myself in a knot because I've now worked out of sequence and
Michael, we don't want you to get off sync.
all right. So
Right, Joy?
okay, well, coming back here now, you know, it's time for me to put my makeup on. And so I click on the up arrow next to the stop video, okay, and I click on video settings. Okay, can you see the little menu?
Yes.
Okay, so I click on video settings. Can you see the whiteboard that comes up, okay, in the middle of the screen? So, yeah, now you see on the left-hand side, they're all different types of settings that you can go and access. And I just want to first of all show you the first one, the video underneath the picture of me talking. You will see something that just says, you know, if you have a problem with lighting, for example, if you don't have a proper light in front of you with Zoom, you may need to just enhance the light. And so just taking that, clicking the icon there and just moving that to the, you can see that my face has become lighter, okay? And if I take it.
Excuse me,
down,
Michael, are you in settings under Zoom? Where are you now?
okay, I pressed on the up arrow next to the stop video.
No, but I mean, is this drop-down menu in settings?
Then if you click the up arrow, it then takes you to this screen and it says video settings, okay? So now what I want to show you to is I take you to background filters lower down in the settings, okay? Now we're not going to do virtual now, we're going to do that more towards the end of the class. But what I want to show you is assuming, and this is in the free version as well, but assuming that you have clicked on your settings in the clouds to allow it to download, you can have Studio Effect on the right-hand side, okay? So you will see now another section has come up to the, well, in my case, as I look at my face, to the right. So I'm just going to take off my glasses so that you can see as I put my makeup on. You can't really. So let's assume that I want to put some eyebrows on. I click eyebrows and there we are. What do you think of those eyebrows? And make them dark.
It's not working.
Okay. What's not working?
I'm not seeing you put your eyebrows on.
Can you see the section on the right of my picture? Can you see?
I see you down in a little box and I see you in a big box.
Yeah.
There it is. Now I see it.
You see the white screen with all the
Now I
settings
see it.
on the left.
Yes.
Okay. And to the right of that, you see me talking in the white
Yes.
screen.
Yes.
Underneath that, you see a whole lot of virtual background
Yeah.
options. Sorry?
Yes, we do. Underneath the virtual background and to our right, your left, we see the eyebrows.
Yeah, you see them now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Didn't do anything. I wonder what
And they
happened.
look very nice.
Well, you know, maybe I got to make them a bit darker. Okay. Even darker. What do you think of that? Huh?
No. Too
No,
dark.
no.
You don't think so? Okay.
No, but
Well, a bit lighter like that. Or should I change the shape? Maybe if I do that shape.
Let's try that.
And then if we make those darker,
That didn't change. Oh, that's creepy.
that is creepy, eh? But you haven't seen the creepiest of the creepy. But so we can try different. There's a very thin one, okay? Now, but remember, I've got thick eyebrows anyway, so this is on top of that.
I was just going to say the problem is it doesn't erase the original, so they have to work on that. Take out the original and replace the new. Now we got the new ones, the skinny ones over the heavy natural ones.
This is more for the ladies, I think, whose eyebrows are not showing very much, and maybe they.
I think nowadays, no, it's not just for the ladies.
Okay, so now we look.
Right,
I
ladies?
tried it on my screen and I don't have any of that. Now, I don't know whether, you know, I tried it on my, and I don't have the eyebrows. I only have the lighting.
Okay, no, that's fine. It's a setting in your clouds that you.
But that's something for the paid, that's again, for only the paid ones. I don't have a paid account, so I don't
No,
get.
this is in the free one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Anyway, let's go down, and you've got to go and look at your settings, all right? And if we have time later, we'll go
Okay.
and look for all
Yeah,
of them.
Okay, good, thank you.
Okay, and now as a man, I don't think this would work for a woman. You can perhaps put a moustache and a little bit of beard, and you can make it a bit darker. What does that look like? Not too bad.
Michael, is there
Yeah.
any reason for this? Theatrics, putting
Sorry?
on beards, and is that to be incognito?
No, it's that it's just part of Zoom, and it's part of Zoom that you don't usually get to see, and you may well, you know, you don't if you, it's there and it's going to be used. All right, so I'm just enjoying the moment and what can happen, and I can also put lipstick on. You see.
Well, let's
So-
see it. We want to see a little lipstick.
So you know.
Got it on.
So now you can put lipstick on and
Oh,
a horrible moustache and a horrible eyebrows.
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
It emphasizes that you can come here and do this whole thing more delicately. Okay.
Okay,
For yourself.
can this is only for the host?
This is only for the host. Yes, this is not a hairdressing salon. And so you can, if you want to save whatever you decide is appropriate, you click it on the top, and next time you come in, Zoom will remember what lipstick you had on and what eyebrows design you had on, and you could use the same. But
Okay, now I have a host question. If you make somebody else the co-host and they put all this makeup on, when they come in and leave again, if you reclaim your host, do they keep their charade?
All right, so we click on the studio, and
Just asking.
you're only just asking. I know you are. Yes, okay. Why don't you experiment with your husband? You see, put him there as a co-host, and then dress him up.
I am. That's it. I'll report back.
All right. So that was a sort of a light-hearted introduction to what is possible. And what I want to do now, I want to go to the breakout rooms, and you will see in the management at the bottom down there, the breakout rooms label. And yes, it's in the settings. You need to tick the settings to allow on the free version to have the breakout. And so you would click that, and up would come this white screen.
Saying that the breakouts are on the free version or not?
The breakout, as I said, yeah, is on the free version. Okay, so, but you've got to
Show me again show us again where the breakout icon is.
John,
This is a tough bunch.
you're trying to do this as we're talking on the thing, and what happens is you may not have clicked the settings in the cloud to allow it to show on your app.
Ah,
Okay, so you need to do that. You need to go to settings and work through all your settings in actual fact, because there are a lot of things that need to be activated, including your virtual background. That needs to be activated in
Right. And you will show us how to do that, please, later.
We'll go into settings, but we only have an hour. Okay, now we've got half an hour.
I'm with you, Joy.
Ah,
All right, that's fine. We're in breakout rooms now, and you would use breakout rooms, as I say, it's in the free version. You'd use it for all sorts of classes. So you're holding, let's say, a lecture, or you're holding a seminar, you can put different speakers into each class, into each room. So you can have different subjects being spoken to and spoken about in the rooms. And or you can send people into rooms just to get different opinions on the same subjects. So at the moment, how many are the others here? There's 6. So let's just break out into 2 rooms. I'm going to see that the top there, create how many rooms. I click and it says 2. And I'm going to say assign automatically because I have no reason. It's only an experiment, an example. I have no subject that I need to allocate each room to a subject. So I click create at the bottom. Now you see the 2 rooms come up and each person has been allocated to a room. Okay. We've got Jackie and Joy and Laura in room 1. And when I break into the rooms, perhaps Laura in room 1, you would take the initiative and just use the 3 minutes I'm going to give you just to introduce yourselves to one another, okay? And talk about something personal from introducing yourself. Okay?
Can we talk about the host?
No. Okay.
Just
Well,
asking.
is there any icon for on the bottom for breakout, or is it all done in the cloud in the settings?
You just have to give permission in the settings, that's all. Okay, and then once you've done that, it will come up on your keyboard.
Oh, and then it'll come up on the, okay.
Yeah, and then if a keyboard's too small or the screen is too small, it'll be under more once you've given permission. Okay, so when we break up, James, you in one room there with Antoinette. Would you just lead a little discussion there about introducing the 2 of yourselves to each other? And Laura, you're going to take the lead there. But before we break into the rooms, I want to show you we've got options on the left-hand bottom of the screen. And these are all options that you as the host can set these options up. Okay, so you could allow participants to choose their own rooms, which is would only be relevant if you were saying, well, there are a whole lot of rooms and each one has a subject. So if you want to go and learn geography, go to that room, history, that room, spelling, that room. And so they could then choose their rooms based on the subject. Okay. And so you would then tick that under options. And you would allow, if participants, for whatever reason, maybe the length could be an hour long, and so some of the participants are finished what they want to do and they want to come back to the main room. So they would come back to the main room, but then they'd have to wait there as well until the others are all finished. So you could allow participants to come back. You could also automatically move people around from room to room as a host.
Excuse me, is there a way of making this bigger so it's easier to read? I can't see this at all.
I'm not sure if there is any way.
Jackie, are you on a notepad?
No, I'm on desktop.
Oh,
Desktop.
notepad, I can stretch it open, but I can't help you on the desktop.
No, I think this is probably, I'm on a desktop, so I'm on the fullest and largest that I can do on a full screen.
Well, I'm on full screen, but it's it's really small.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's just it's a drop-down menu from a drop-down menu. So it's going to, by its nature, be small. But
oh no, I'm talking about. Yeah, it looks like about a 3 or a 5 or something like that, if even that.
Yeah, yeah. It's not that I'm aware of. I can make that for you any bigger. I mean, it's big for me as a viewer, and as a host, you would see it big if you had it in front of you, and you'd be able to read it. But
On a desktop, is there no way that you can expand the screen? As it said in a notepad, all I have to do is stretch it.
Yeah, it's stretched to its fullest. Okay, I've done that. So,
but can you do it on a desktop?
You can do it on any stuff. The background here, I can extend that, but this little up menu within that desktop.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, none of it is legible.
Okay, I'll close this the one here in a minute, once I've finished going through, because you can ask for a recording of this session as well, and then work with your own devices that you use in order to expand. But I'll show you that I can expand it to a degree of the back one. In other words, the first one that came up, I can get that expanded. So
That's the same size.
okay. So now I'm going to just change the number of minutes from 4 minutes to 3 minutes, because one room has 3 people in, and I've clicked the other notifications, which you can't see. So we're going to, the options I'm going to click again, and we're going to get down to, now if we're looking at I can make this white screen as wide as you like.
There we go.
It doesn't seem to be increasing the size of the font, does it?
No.
Nope.
No, but the screen is becoming bigger, you see. So
Yeah, see, I can stretch it and I can read it better.
yeah. Okay,
Within,
so at this stage, we've now got 2 rooms. We've allocated 2 rooms, and you can now name the rooms, whatever you want to call them. Room Apple, room Pear, you can say room history, room whatever you want to. You can now change it and give it a name from room 1, otherwise it'll stay as room 1. All right, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, on the bottom right-hand side, I'm going to click Open All Rooms. You are now, within a short time, a few seconds, you're going to be put in that room with the people that you see on the screen there, 3 in one room and 2 in the other room. So, and then just chat about, introduce yourselves. You'll be there for 3 minutes, and then the room will automatically close. And you will see also, as the host, I can actually join any meeting I want to for whatever period of time I want to, just to see what's going on. Okay, that comes in handy. So I'm going to click Open All Rooms, and you're going to disappear now into those rooms.
Whoops, we're back.
We're back.
We had important information going on here, secret stuff. Room to room.
Okay, well, we'll do it before we go, all right?
Okay, next, Asha, N-E-X-T.
Wait, just a minute. I don't want to take the time on Michael. We'll let Michael do this and we'll
Oh,
come back.
hell
and
with
do it at
Michael.
the end.
N-E-X-T-A-S-H-A at AOL.com.
Wait a minute, I don't want to, let me come back and do it with you, all right? So.
Okay.
yeah,
At the end.
At the end.
So, Joy, I'm sure that James can also link up with you and with other and give you instructions, maybe
Oh,
written.
that's right. On the
James is there.
participants. Yes,
He can
click
actually-
on me.
James, will you connect up with Joy and send her how to change her name on the screen?
Yeah, and I need the email. Yeah, okay.
Okay. All
And
right.
better yet, I'm GBRUEN at 3@gmail.
Okay. And yeah, you can certainly get help from there as well. All right. What we're going to move on to now is the thing that none of you particularly want, apparently, and that is sharing screens and things like that. So, okay, you didn't pick up on that, but we will move forward. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make sure that we're still sharing the same screen after that. And what I want to do now is I want to show you various ways of sharing screens, all right, and sharing things, okay, as well. And I'm going to perhaps do a little bit extra because of your desire and request at the beginning. So let's start with let's have a look. Okay, share a screen. In fact, yeah, no, that's a good place to start. Let's just start with sharing the screen. Now, one of the things you can do with sharing screens is that you can share more than one screen if you're the host. Okay, so you can now, and the way you do that is you would click. Remember, you've got this from your basic class, your basic Zoom class. You're sharing. Everything that you want to share is open on your desktop. So I have already opened various screens. So what you do in order to share more than one screen is you would click on one of the screens that you want to. You would hold down the control key and you would click on whatever other screens you want to share. Okay. Then you would click share. And then all four documents, all four screens, whatever you will come up, and you can now move them around, make one larger, make one smaller, and replace the one on top of the other one. And then, there's all sorts of things. You can do that. You can then, you've been teaching me this class there to drag down like that. And you then got that document large. You can drag them around as you like and move them around, but you can share more than one document.
And to get the three of them, you used only the control button. Is that right? It wasn't Control V, just control.
You just hold Control down and you click on each of the documents that you want.
Yeah.
While you're holding down. You don't hold and then let up. You go and you hold and you click all the documents you want.
Okay, but these documents have to be on your desktop.
They don't have to be. You can go from your file, but believe me, that becomes very complicated. It's much easier to have them open. So I'd like to say to everybody listening, have them open on your desktop and then click on them. Okay, you're going to use them in the class, and then use them.
Now, what about your co-host? In my case, I would need my host. I'd either have to make my check the host or the co-host. And how would that work? Because I'm not.
You have to do it as the host.
I understand, but the thing is that's why I have a tech is to do that.
Yeah. So what you need to do is make sure that the co-host has access to these documents on their device as well.
In other words, I would need to, do I need to send them to them ahead of time?
Yeah. I think probably. I'm not 100% sure of that answer, Joy. So
Michael, the notes needs to be sent to the co-host before the meeting starts, so he will be able to share it on behalf of host.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, James. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much, James.
So yeah, you have to send it to the co-host beforehand. All right, so now I'm going to stop sharing and we're back to Inside. So now we're going to look at annotating. Now, you're going to have to pay attention, okay? Might be difficult, and but I want to show you, I wanted to first of all show you what to look out for that when I'm going to show you what I'm going to show you, okay? I'm going to show you, first of all, you must look out for, when I share a screen, you're going to see, I'm going to share a white screen first. This isn't the white screen. I'm not sharing the white screen yet. I'm showing you what you must look for. You'll see in green there on that screen, you are viewing Michael Plumstead's screen. And then you see the word view options. And then you see a down arrow. Now, when I share my whiteboard, I want you to immediately look for this because it only comes up for a few seconds on your screen. It's usually at the top of your screen. And if you lose it, if it comes and goes too quickly, you move your cursor up to the top of the screen and it will appear again. And so you're looking for that and you're looking to click immediately the view options on the right. Okay, have you got that? So I'm going to stop sharing again. And now I'm going to share a whiteboard where you now have to be awake and you look for what I've just described for you. So here we share the whiteboard. And now you should click on that down arrow, you'll get annotation tools, and you now have the ability to be able to draw on this board.
Okay, and that's everybody? Everybody has that ability?
Everybody has that ability.
I could get messy.
Yeah, but it starts to show how to find your annotation tools and where to find your annotation.
Can you type, you know, one thing would be to use that kind of a drawing, but can you type, in other words, could you type words on it?
Yes, you then click on select and you click on text and you click on the board and it
I see, that's that one there, okay.
So
beautiful.
Yeah. So
and you can make it, and how do you make the text bigger if you really want it much larger?
I want to see some people scratching on the board. Please scratch on my board. Okay.
Well, Miss Jackie won't let me do it for some reason.
It won't let me do it either. I'm with you.
Find that drop down at the top.
I'm on the drop down right now. It says zoom ratio, hide video panel.
No, you're looking for where it says Michael is sharing. And
I don't I see you. I don't see what you. I'm lost.
Remember, I said to you at the last slide, it's going to disappear quickly. So find it now. It's on the top of your screen. So go to the very top of your screen. Okay.
Top of my screen.
Yeah, and you will then feel it'll be sitting away out of sight. So it's sitting away out of sight somewhere on your screen.
Oh Lord, help me, Jesus. I'm lost today.
Jackie, that's not helping us, is it?
No, I'm serious. I'm lost. Now, last time I did this with him, I was doing it, but this time it don't like me tonight.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know what I did wrong. What did I do?
Michael, do we have to select something like lines or print or whatever?
Well, I got it to come down, but I couldn't write on it.
No, it didn't let me write on it. I clicked on it, but it didn't let me write. I don't know what's happening.
All right. You've got to look when I open to share.
Yes.
You've got to look for, you are viewing Michael's screen.
Got it.
Yeah,
I did that. And
I see that.
Then you click view options.
I did that.
then you click on annotate.
I don't see the word annotate.
There'll be a drop-down version. It'll say a few things,
Wait a
but one
minute,
of them is annotate.
I don't see annotate. It's not there tonight for some reason.
It doesn't say annotate, isn't that the
No, well, it's
the gray
fine.
line with select?
It won't show annotate at the moment because I'm not sharing the whiteboard. Okay, I'm showing you what to look for. So let's go and look at the whiteboard.
Yeah, I'm confused tonight.
Okay, so now look for that annotate.
Annotate.
Next
I
to
don't
the
see annotate. It don't like me tonight. Select, text, draw, stamp, spotlight, eraser, format, undo, radio. Oh, what'd you do? I don't see annotate. I know what you're talking about because I've seen it before. Let me see if they're great. No, that ain't doing it. It ain't doing it tonight. You don't want to cooperate.
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's the initiative has got to come from the attendee, the person viewing. You've got to find it's there. The screen is there.
I don't understand. It's crazy. I mean,
I see follow presenters. Is it follow presenter and pointer? Is that the one? It doesn't say annotate.
no,
Follow
I have not
presenter,
seen the word
yeah, and
annotate tonight.
Is it you're clicking on the drop-down menu?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And what are the options?
The first option says zoom ratio, fit to window, hide video panel. Oh, you took it away.
No, all right. Now I'm taking it away on purpose. I just want to see here if there's an option under this particular. Now share, I've got them. Okay, so yeah, if I take that out. All right, sorry, I just wanted to see on the settings. I didn't mean to.
I'm not by myself. Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, now watch again for Michael sharing screen. Okay.
Okay, there's the screen now. But I don't see that. Let me try again. Annotate is not wanting to cooperate tonight. I don't know why. Yeah, click on view.
Okay. Not one of you can find it today.
Nope.
No,
James, can you?
something wrong in Denmark tonight.
Yeah.
Well, it says the only thing that it says is that besides the zoom ratio and the hide panel, it says follow presenters and pointer. That's all, but it doesn't no annotate.
And all I get is a gray box, a rectangular box with spotlight, draw, string is very small, stamp up, yes.
Stamp
Different
up, yeah.
instructions, microphones.
Click stamp. Just click stamp and see what happens. Okay.
Okay, where's
Okay.
stamp it?
And then come to the board and click on
Hold
the
on,
board.
what happened? It ain't happened. What's going on?
See, it doesn't respond, Michael.
Something, it ain't working tonight. It's on vacation.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure it's worked at every single class that I've done. So one's got to look for that. It is unfortunately not something that I have control over. You actually have to.
Can you still draw on the whiteboard?
Can
You
I?
started
Well-
out by drawing.
Yeah, you can do all sorts of things on.
But it won't.
You, Mike, can you draw on the whiteboard? There we go. Do you
Yeah.
need to turn it over to us somehow?
Laura, it's the way I've told you. You do have those that
It ain't-
Michael is sharing. And,
It ain't happening for us. It don't like us tonight.
yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not the first time that I guess Zoom, has.
Zoom don't strike.
Okay. So maybe we try just once more before we're
Okay.
moving near the end of the hour. So let's have a look at clicking on the whiteboard. Let me just see if there's. Yeah, I wonder. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to share the whole of Zoom like that. And then I'm going to click on the whiteboard after that and see if that makes any difference.
Share.
Have a look.
We got some stars.
Yeah, no, that's what we did last time. Okay, we can.
I didn't notice the stars.
Okay. So now, can you find anything that Michael is sharing and options next to that?
Okay, zoom ratio, side by side, fit to window, then got all same stuff I got before. It don't like me. It won't do nothing. It ain't doing nothing. It's locked.
All right, let's leave it there because
Okay.
I'm not sure what is happening. So I want there were other things I was going to share with you to participate.
Okay.
But you need to find that item. So I have no idea why you can't find it, and I'll test it again after this class to make sure with somebody. But it was certainly working earlier. What are we now? We're on Wednesday. It was working on Monday. So anyway, let's we're now getting pretty close to the end of the hour, and
Would you show us how we can increase, show the different options, you know, from the cloud or from the settings, so that the different icons will appear on the bottom of the screen, please? Because unless I know how to do that, I could look. It doesn't, even though you're showing me all these things, but if I can't access it to set it up, I can't. It's not helpful. Am I making myself clear? Maybe not.
And can you see my URL that's on come out big wide screen with writing on it? The Zoom. What's come up? What can you see on my screen now?
Nothing. What I see now is it just everybody up on the. You know, I see all the pictures. What I'm saying is, you kept mentioning that to get. Wait a minute. Does say something about view stream or custom live streaming service? No.
Right. Can you see the Zoom screen that's up now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're on the Zoom, in the Zoom account. Okay.
Right.
And I'm at the moment under settings, and I'm at the moment in meeting advanced.
Okay.
And I'm going to, sorry.
And that applies to the free version. Is that right as well?
Well, everything is under your settings here. You see,
Okay.
you have one place, and you've got all sorts of options. You see, for example, here, let me give you this one, which we won't cover in this meeting now, is, let's say, the virtual background. If this is not ticked, you're not going to get any joy with virtual backgrounds, okay? So now you've got to move through all these settings.
All the different options. Yeah. All right.
All the different options, you see, and tick them on, tick them
All
off.
right. So there's the breakout. I was interested in the breakout room. We were interested in I was interested in the whiteboard and the.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you have that ticked, it's not going to show on your device. Okay. And so there are. It's one of the basics that need to be done with Zoom, is that you work through all your different settings. Okay.
Right.
And
there was screen sharing. I just saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what's the end of meeting now? Is that because that was I was carrying on about, you know, wanting to get copies of the participants and the chat,
Yeah.
but you said you to do it with from Windows share screen, take a screen print.
Yeah, your control print screen, you will.
Yeah, all right.
Whatever's on the screen, you will have saved now, the entire.
Okay.
Screen. So and get set up, do that too. I mean, you know, to let people know, let me know who was actually attending. So you see, I'm still paging up, and
well, yeah,
there's just so many options,
right.
And so you have to get into the detail. Just one, even if it's only once, okay. Then you can see on the left there's settings.
Right, in settings, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, there's recordings. You can get your recordings. You can change your profile. And there is a lot to look at, and then a lot of things will become clearer. Okay.
But it seems like for the things that we're talking about, and to get the icons on the bottom of the page, it's in settings.
It's in settings.
Yeah.
Like Breakout Room. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other questions before we, when it comes to virtual background as well, you must go to this web page. It's a support of Zoom. Okay. And it gives you a little video. That woman will give you a little video, and then you need all types of criteria on your computer before you can have a virtual background, and find it all here. You can even use PowerPoint presentation as a
Background.
Yeah. So you could have your agenda, you can have your presentation that you've prepared on PowerPoint, you can have it as a background. And you can go through slide by slide and you sitting in front of the screen. Okay. So, that's
Michael, can
Yes.
I say the baby way of doing it is find something or take a picture and do a screen picture and put it in your picture file, and you can go into it under, I think it's participants or background and filters, right? And under more, the 3 dots, under more, raise your hand, chat, meeting setting, minimize meeting, background and filters. That's the one I've used. Just go to your pictures.
Okay, so that's one option on that particular device.
That's
Each
the
device will
baby
be
way.
Yeah, but not everybody.
That was
has.
under more.
That was under more. She was talking about under
Yeah,
more.
yeah, with participants or where? And
Under more.
Where is
I'm on a notepad. So up at the top, I have my microphone, a video, and share screen and participants, and then 3 dots. When you press the 3 dots, that's where you get to raise your hands in a chat, in a meeting setting, minimize meeting, background and filters.
I got a question. This is Jackie.
Okay.
I don't see the more than the 3 dots. I saw it earlier when you were doing something, but I don't see it on mine right now. 3 dots. I don't see that. And more.
Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit more. If you've got a broad screen, it's all going to be on the bottom of your screen, like you're seeing now on mine. It's on the bottom of my screen, and then more has virtually nothing underneath it. Okay, so because it's all on the management tools, but as your screen gets smaller,
Well, there's 3 dots, right?
and if you,
Yeah, I see it on his. Yeah.
Michael, the 3 dots, what happens when you press that?
I just get one thing. It's got nothing to do with what you're doing. It's called stop live stream.
Okay,
Oh.
just wondered. That's why I said I'm a notepad, an iPad.
And if you're on a Chromebook, that'll be different. If you're on your phone, it'll be different. So in every device, you've got
I
to
know.
look.
Yeah.
And when you do
understand
the
that.
things that I've been doing and sharing screens, you need to be on a computer, okay, a laptop or a tablet, not necessarily a tablet, a laptop or a desktop.
Laptop, right.
Yeah. Okay, well, if that's it, we're going to have to bring this class to a close. And
Okay.
thank you very much for joining.
Good job.
I
Thank you,
shall
Michael.
return.
Goodbye,
Okay.
ladies.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.